The books by Bud Labitan. The Four Filters invention of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger book examines each of the basic steps Buffett and Munger use in framing and making an investment decision. It is a focused look into an amazing invention within behavioral finance. In his opinion, the genius of Buffett and Munger's four filters process was to capture all the important stakeholders in a four-cluster process. Imagine products, enduring customers, managers, and margin of safety, all in one mixed, qualitative plus quantitative process. Quick Guide to the Four Investing Filters of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger book is a quick guide to understanding the four investing filters of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. It is a shorter version of his previous book and is designed to improve your investment thinking. How do you set a price for your stock purchases? In Chapter 4, he estimated an intrinsic value of Apple stock. First, start by trying to understand the qualities of a first-class business. Warren Buffett said it best. An investor cannot obtain superior profits from stocks by simply committing to a specific investment category or style. He or she can earn them only by carefully evaluating facts and continuously exercising discipline. Price to value is about intelligent speculation. It is about decision framing and using the decision filters of Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Readers benefit from this book if it stimulates better thinking into the most important factors crucial to decision making. These decision framing ideas can be applied across different asset classes. First, the book presents the four investing decision filters in simplified terms. Then, it extends these ideas by looking into the intelligent speculation ideal described by Benjamin Graham in his 10th lecture of 1946. Valuations book offered 30 sample intrinsic value per share business valuations he performed in 2010. In each case, the author tried to simulate an approach that Buffett and Munger might take to valuing a business. However, all of the growth assumptions used were his own. No consultation or endorsement was sought with Mr. Buffett or his business partner Mr. Munger. The examples given are chosen for educational and illustrative purposes. The valuation cases are estimations written in a style that emphasizes a focus on free cash flow and the number of shares outstanding. Readers are also encouraged to think about the business competitive position. Read it and then look at how his predictions actually turned out 9 years later. Coach W software was crafted from the author's imaginary conversation with Mr. Warren Buffett. The software-generated conversation did occur on March 5, 2011. An easy read, this book starts out as an imaginary conversation filled with useful business and investing ideas generated by the software. Coach W software is an experiment in positive suggestion that delivers valuable insights to the business-thinking reader. It makes us think about how man and machine can communicate with each other. It is important to point out that there is no association or endorsement from Mr. Buffett or Berkshire Hathaway. Coach W software is useful to readers who are new to value investing and readers who wish to review these great business investing concepts. Sports and Stocks describes ideas about investing in the stock of a winning business. A fun read, it is written from the point of view of a sports fan. Mixing sports talk with investing talk may stimulate your thinking about better investing. The goal is to find HQB high-quality business bargain. The author presents an entertaining read on how to find HQB using the sports ideas of offense, defense, and special situations. This book includes 3 stock valuation examples from 2017. Moats may be the best business book that describes the competitive advantages of profitable businesses. Moats describes the nature of 70 selected businesses purchased by Buffett and Munger for Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated. It is a useful resource for investors, managers, and students of business. Moats also looks at the sustainability of these competitive advantages in each of the 70 chapters. A Fistful of Valuations in the Style of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, 3rd edition, 2015. This book offers 5 sample intrinsic value per share business valuation estimations that were first performed in 2010. In each case presented, the author simulated an approach that Buffett and Munger might take to valuing a business, based on what they have written and talked about. However, all of the growth assumptions used were his own. No consultation or endorsement was sought with Mr. Buffett or Mr. Munger. How did this portfolio of 5 businesses do after 5 years? If the reader had invested an equal amount of money in all 5 businesses in 2010, the average annual return would be 42% by the end of 2015. Acting President was Bud Labitan's blueprint on the ideal president. He stated, "What kind of president do I want to be? I would like to be a good leader like George Washington, wise and uniting like Abraham Lincoln, a disciplined statesman like Dwight D. Eisenhower, inspiring like John Kennedy, politically astute like Lyndon Johnson, humble like Jimmy Carter, forgiving like Jerry Ford, an optimistic and friendly communicator like Ronald Reagan, a fatherly commander like George H. W. Bush, inspirational like Bill Clinton, protective like George W. Bush, polite like Barack Obama, and entertaining like Donald Trump. While these are ideals, you get the idea. Each new president should strive to be a better version of his or her predecessors, while serving all of our citizens. 1988 Valuation of Coca-Cola. By Bud Labitan, author, and Scott Thompson, author. For years, we wondered how Warren Buffett valued Coca-Cola (KO) stock at such a deep bargain in 1988. This book describes a simple two-stage discounted cash flow model that delivers a close approximation. This exercise is our quantitative estimation of Coca-Cola's intrinsic value per share in 1988. First, we describe our two-stage discounted cash flow valuation model. Since intrinsic value is a highly subjective figure, readers can adjust their model to the quality of the business they wish to value. Read about a historical valuation that now yields a nearly 100% per year return to Berkshire Hathaway. Capital appreciation plus dividends, divided by the purchase-adjusted price of $3.25, is the secret of compounding in this high-quality business, Coca-Cola. The idea is to look at KO as a bond, and then apply the basic math of yield on cost, or yield per share _ cost. Illustrated valuations plus intrinsic value estimations and bargain hunting in the style of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Bud Labitan offered an illustrated look at sample business stock valuations. Illustrated valuations shows images to help the reader think about their calculations and estimations. Using software that Labitan built called StocksCalc, he illustrates the power of a bargain purchase in raising your effective annual returns. The author explains the steps needed to think about both good qualitative and quantitative decisions. The full business qualities, plus your own growth assumptions, should be carefully considered. Illustrated Valuations includes a nice section on investing best practices. Inflation Views is a free book constructed in 2021 for interested readers. This unpublished and unauthorized book reviews Warren Buffett's writing about inflation during the late 70s and early 80s. It was dedicated to the members of the International Society of Value Investors, a group of friends and acquaintances on Facebook. The material comes from Warren Buffett's letters to Berkshire shareholders. Additional material also came from several online sources. These included the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, Wikipedia, Time Magazine, ThePeopleHistory.com, Bloomberg, and Barron's. Much of what the author learned in business and economics has come from the letters of Warren Buffett to the shareholders of Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated and the letters and speeches of Charlie Munger. Contact the author if you would like a copy in PDF form. AI Powerful Forces for Investing, Lollapalooza Moments. The newest book by Bud Labitan is a book about his use of Perplexity.ai to research and better understand the big insights of 20 successful investors, their Lollapalooza moments. The most powerful insights of these 20 investors have emerged from understanding both personal psychological tendencies and market-wide behavioral patterns. By recognizing that investors are their own worst enemies, as Graham noted, these strategists created frameworks to either compensate for or capitalize on inherent human biases in financial decision-making.